Aloha and welcome. This tutorial will teach you how to create groups in Laulima. Let's begin by navigating to Laulima. So enter laulima.hawaii.edu into your browser. You will need to use your UH username and password to gain access. Once logged in, choose your course site. We'll be using the Site Info tool, and you'll need to navigate to the top to manage groups. There are a few different ways to create groups. We'll start by clicking on the Create New Groups tab. With this setting, you can manually create each group and move individuals into each group. The first step is to add a group title. You can add a description if you'd like to. And now individually select each of the students. You can move students individually, or you can make multiple selections and click on the arrow button to move them to the group member list. Once you are satisfied with your choice, you can click on Add, and your group will be created. The next feature I'd like to explore is the Create New Joinable Sets. This setting will allow you to create a specific number of groups and then allow students to join the groups themselves. However, it does require that you take one additional step to make this tool visible to your students. By default, the Site Info tool is invisible to all users with student level access. So you will need to go down to the Request Assistance button in your course site and ask that your Site Info tool be made visible so that students can join groups themselves if you decide to use this tool. You will need to select a name for your groups and then select the number of groups that you'd like to have, and then select the maximum number of members per group. You'll also need to make some choices about the access that you'd like your users to have in joining or leaving these groups. And then when you're ready, click on Add. Now we'll see that these groups have been created. To make them accessible for the students, you will need to click on Request Assistance and fill out this form with your own information. Make sure that you explain that you would like your students to be able to access the Site Info tool so that they can join groups. Now let's explore the Auto Groups setting. This tool will allow Laulima to automatically create groups for you. First, select Students, and then select Create Random Groups from Members with the selected role. Next, you'll have to choose if you'd rather split the groups by the number of groups that you need or by the number of users per group. In this case, I want to create 5 groups. So I'll add the group title at the top, and then I'll type in the number 5. Then I click on Add, and I'll see that 5 groups have been created with the title Game Review, and the students have been automatically moved into those groups. Now, once you have your groups established, you can use them in different ways around your site. So, for example, in the Mail tool, you can select to send emails to specific groups based on the groupings that you've created. So it makes communication a little bit easier. There are also certain tools that will allow you to grant privileges to certain groups while excluding others. If you wanted to give your students a private forum that would be limited only to their group members, then you could do that through discussions and private messages. So you'll create the forum and then go into Manage and choose the group that you'd like to grant access. You can choose if you'd like it to be graded or not graded. That'll be up to you. And you can also choose the settings and deadlines. But the point is that you'll be able to use the groups that you've made to allow more tailored access for your students.